Where is OBS? There you are. Hi, everybody. Several of you already watching. I don't know if that's my team watching or if that is us. But good evening, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Got a couple of special guests tonight. We're going to do a little hanging out. Hope everybody's doing all right. Howdy, Gary. See you there. Do me a favor. Go ahead and share out the stream. Let everybody know that we're watching here tonight, or that you're here tonight. Let's get as many people watching as we can. And I'm going to make a little bit of a different super chat goal tonight. I teased this a little bit in my walk and talk video the other day, so stick around. Got some cool things coming up. Get started here in just a few minutes. All right, we built a good crowd here. I had to take a quick break and remember I had to go get my water. I hadn't got any water to drink yet. See Kelly in the chat and several others. Let's get started. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into Ham Shack TV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX. Appreciate you being here. Guess what? Tonight's the last night you're going to get to see me for a couple weeks. So y'all, our long national nightmare will be over for a few weeks. Just kidding. Going to be traveling for a couple of weeks and probably make an appearance next week, but hosting duties will be handed over to Marvin, W0MET, the ham radio guy. And we've got some really cool stuff coming up the next couple of weeks. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And jump in the chat. Let me know who's all watching, where you're from, call sign, all that good stuff. Get in there. Also, share out the link. Get as many people watching as you possibly can. Speaking of Marvin, let me go ahead and bring in Marvin before I bring in the rest of the guys.
Good
Marvin,
evening, Josh.
What's up, buddy? Tell everybody what we've got coming up the next couple of weeks.
Well, like Josh said, there's going to be a couple exciting episodes. Next week, we'll be having guest Bob Ronk from Wisconsin. He'll be doing the Bouvet Island DXpedition in February, and so he's been one of the major players in setting that up and getting it put together. He's been on several DXpeditions before, and so he'll be joining us talking about what it really takes, the cost involved. I'm sure he's probably willing to share what he spent on this and personally himself, and what this whole trip is going to cost to do Bouvet Island. I'll call it 2.0, since the one from 2021 and 2022 when it was done. And so maybe it's 2020 even. It might have been right before COVID, but he'll be coming on to talk about that one. And then the following week, we're going to be doing the fear of frequency. We'll be talking about the eerie things you hear on the air, some of the weird things you've heard on the air before. And, just we'll see what people decide to do for a little Halloween episode as the cast and crew here on Ham Shack TV. So stay tuned and look forward to hosting this. And thank you, Josh, for asking me to do this the next couple weeks while you're out traveling for work. And looking forward to have a lot of fun with this. This would be cool.
Do want to shout out, I see a nice little thing on your head. Ham Radio Prep, one of the sponsors of the channel. Guys, if you need to get your ham radio license and that kind of thing, check out hamradioprep.com. They have all 3 license classes available. They have not Balfing Basics. He changed it. Andy'd kill me. Ham Radio Basics. They have a satellite course. They have an MCOM course, all kinds of cool stuff. Check out hamradioprep.com. Use coupon code HamShackTV. You'll get 10% off their great prices.
Absolutely.
All right. We say we bring in the rest of the gang here.
Get the show started.
All right. We got Michael Tortoise Overland, the other TO.
2.0.
And he's on some fancy camera tonight, apparently.
Looking sharp.
I got my auto tracking Osmo, and he had to go and try to do it up even better.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Have no idea. I love this stupid camera. Good evening, everybody, and welcome.
Good to see you. Next up, Super Dave. That's what name you have adopted, whether we like it or not. You are Super Dave. That's just where it's landed.
I like Grandpa Dave.
That's
I am a grandpa. I am a grandpa. I got 5 grandbabies.
Well, for me, Grandpa, give me at least another 20 years, please.
Hey, Josh, my oldest is 40.
Okay.
My oldest is 30.
My oldest is 9. Oops.
Well, actually, my oldest is 39. She'll be 40 in January.
Well, they claim to stay 39 and keep having their 39th birthday over and over and over again. I know my pastor does.
I'm probably going to get hit for saying that on stream because she does know and does follow my KE6GA Facebook page and usually likes when I share this out. So when I see my oldest daughter, I'm probably going to get slapped upside my head for saying it.
Hey, you might appreciate the shout out. You never know. All right, let's round out the last member of the regular casting crew here. We got Jason Ramp Rat, KQ4UEI. What's up?
Howdy, everybody. What's going on?
You got a bucket hat going on tonight. Let's look at that there.
Oh, let me straighten it up there. There we go.
And a Pota Power shirt. You're on the wrong channel, bud.
Well, wait a minute. I said it wrong. Hi, my name's Jason Lockwood. I'm an alcoholic. Wait a minute. Wrong channel. No, this is my promotion hat for supervisor, and I just went to Chicago. I got back last night for doing interior and exterior search, so I can keep the plane safe. So when you guys fly, you don't have to worry about dying.
Unfortunately, I'll be on Delta next week.
Traitor.
But it'll be my first experience on Delta. I usually fly American, but
Delta's better. Yeah.
Yeah. The university has had issues with American, so they forced us over to Delta. And from what I understand, Delta's pretty decent.
It is. I've flown with them quite a bit. They're good.
Yeah. Well, let me go around the horn here real quick before we bring in our guest. We'll start with Marvin. What's up, Marvin? Anything new this week?
Well, a couple of different things, actually. I've decided that my numbers have grown pretty crazy lately for YouTube, and I think you've if you're listening. Appreciate you joining, and thank you very much for subscribing to my channel as well. I've gotten my 5-part video series out. I think actually there's one more video left to go talking about my truck install, and that I think will come out on Saturday morning. So that will be released. And then, so that all 5-part series is done. I did have a YouTube short I put out this evening, but I don't think it got uploaded correctly. So I got to redo that one. I'm going to try to be doing a video on slow scan television here soon. And I've just been working on, I'm trying to get some ICOM 705, which is sitting there. It is behind me. Trying to do a couple things with that. I'm trying to figure out how to make some, do some apps with it from the iPad, and using like a little TNC4 with like radio mail and that sort of thing. If I can run that, doing WinLink. So I'm seeing if I can make that work over HF and not have to use a Windows interface to get Vera to work. So we're going to continue to work with that a little bit. And you can see my bench over here. I've been playing with a bunch of little things here and there. It's a messy bench right now. And so it's, it's been busy.
Cool. Forgot to push my button on my microphone. Michael, what about you? What's up this week? Obviously new camera.
Oh yeah, I got a new camera. Oh, there it is. I love playing with this stupid thing. It's cool. Anyways, new Support Your Park weekend. Come find me. N3MFL. We'll be out playing at the parks in and around Southern Mass. Got some other stuff to do. Wife's got me planting trees this weekend. So we're gonna be planting trees and playing POTA this weekend. So yeah, Support Your Parks weekend. Get out there, go have some fun. Get on the air. Come find me. Thousands of hams will be out running around doing POTA this weekend. So go find them.
That'll be cool. And that Support Your Parks weekend coming up. We've got another event that's coming up, Club Week for NARA. We'll be talking about them here in a minute. And look who's come late to the party.
Oh, hello, everybody. How y'all doing today?
You're a little dark, Andy.
Andy, you're dark.
Give me a second. Hey, Marvin, I like that hat.
I bet you do. Yeah, absolutely. It's a great hat. I love it.
Already shouted it out.
That's a little too much. There you go. How about that?
You look good. There you go.
All right, thank you. Got a new camera set up, so maybe this will look a little better.
We were just talking about Michael. He just got a new one.
Andy, what's up?
Well, let's go on over to Super Dave. What do you got going on?
Oh, not a whole bunch. Put that interview out. Basically, I let Steve kind of take over and talk about Alpha Antenna. This weekend, I'm going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to get out at least one day for Support Your Parks weekend. And then also, I'm going to be doing a video. I'm going to make it to where I can actually, because some of our parks around here for POTA, you can't set up. You can only drive in. It's a POTA park, but they don't allow you to set up tables or anything like that. So basically, all I can do is drive in and do the activation. So I got me an antenna and adapter to where I'm going to set it up to where I can use the mag mount that's on my wife's car for the VHF antenna to throw up a 20-meter antenna and use either my 6200 or the newly acquired FTX1 to do POTA, drive in and do some more POTAs. No, actually, I stole it from the Hamfest. I got a great price on it because I can't afford to buy one brand new.
Yeah. Cool.
That's about it.
Exciting. Ramp Rat, you just told us you've been doing some traveling. What's going on with you?
All right, Tio. First off, you can't copycat me. There's only one reason.
I was going to say I saw him in the background putting
Love
the hat
you,
on.
Tio.
Hey, Brown University.
Hey, at least I got hand prep radio colors here going on.
Although it says United, not Ham Prep.
I can change. I can put a sticker and say hand prep on here. Anywho. Yeah, I did some traveling. I got back last night from Chicago. The company sent me up to do training for interior and exterior search. And basically, that all it is I look for legal stuff. So when you guys get on the plane, you don't have to worry about dying. And basically, it's an extensive search. TSA gets involved, airport police. The only people that are not there, the FBI and CIA, but they feel like they're there. But basically, you strip down the plane and search, and if you find something, you better call the cavalry and take care of it. No, I finally got my POTA shirts from POTA Power. I got 2 shirts. I got this one and the black icon. Man, that thing's comfy. Oh man, it's comfy. And I got a little tape measure, some POTA stickers. I think one glows in the dark. I haven't tested that theory yet. But that's about what's going on. I played a little HF before I got on. Talked to Chili, Sylvania, talked about it. But either that, just been busy with work, training, and just got supervisor. And now tomorrow I gotta go learn how to de-ice a plane. So I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna get messy. But that's all I got, Josh.
I clicked on the wrong button. I put
You clicked my good
Dave's head on screen. That was it. Anyway,
Swash me out. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Andy, let me give the floor over to you for a minute here, and then we'll get ready to bring in some of these guests here. I can see them patiently waiting out there in the waiting room. One of them has a roulette wheel waiting on them, I think, or a slot machine or something. But
check some hold them.
Anyway, Andy, let us know what's going on with you, and just do a brief recap of the what you told us about last week for those that couldn't join us.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had the 2 most exciting weeks we've about ever had at World Radio League. So basically, we just went through a major database upgrade. So leaderboards are loading faster. Just the whole app's running faster. It's just a significant upgrade. And in the process of that, we ran into a few issues that we kind of expected to run into a few. We ran into a few more than we expected, but still, it's nothing, risking any data or anything. It's just, just some inconveniences. And so we've been working through those like crazy, and finally making some huge headway this week, getting those all dealt with and taken care of. And we should be through most of them by end of next week. We should be back to ready to develop some new features rather than just acclimating to the new database as we have been. So it's been pretty crazy, but we're really slamming through issues. We got a wonderful team of 4 developers just cranking through them like crazy, and they're doing a fantastic job. So I mean, I know a few people who I don't know if they're watching the stream right now, but a few people report issues with their maps. You'll be seeing improvements there. That's all the issues are taken care of that arose during the database upgrade, plus a couple others we found. Your stats are loading faster and better, and it's just all around a really good upgrade. And as we finalize these as we finalize adapting to it, it's gonna just get way better from there, because we've got a huge roadmap of stuff built up we're wanting to crank out, and it's going to be exciting when it kicks off. So
that's exciting stuff. And talking about World Radio League there,
your audio, Josh, is doing something weird.
Yeah, they told me I was echoing, and the only way for me to solve that echo is to reduce my mic gain. I'm working with loopback, y'all, so it's kind of new, and it's introduced an echo somewhere in the line anyway. But
it's the name loopback. No,
yeah, I guess. But World Radio League, fantastic software, guys. I recommend it. It's just the best logging application out there, if you ask me. Go check it out. It's totally free to sign up and use and that kind of thing. But there are some cool premium features, and Ham Shack TV has a discount code there for you. You can see it on your screen there, Ham Shack TV 10. That'll give you 10% off any of the paid memberships. So go check that out, worldradioleague.com. Andy's pointing at it. He highly endorses it. well, cool. Good to have everyone. Oops. Good to have everyone here. I'm trying to get rid of that thing. There we go. let me just hit the chat real quickly and see who we got. We're a little light tonight as far as folks.
We are.
Gary's in the house. We got Viper 1544 North Central Florida there, and 73s to everybody. Who else?
Kelly's there.
Kelly's in there. I didn't go far enough up for Kelly. So yeah, we got a few watching. Go ahead and share out the stream. Get as many people watching as we can. I have a little goal for you guys right before I bring these guys in. So I was watching a YouTube video. I think it was What's Poppin' or It's Poppin' or something like that. It's a pop-up camper YouTube channel. And just trying to get further acclimated to the camper. And one of the things that they said is, just like a boat, you should name your camper. I have no idea what to name that camper. So here's what I want to do. I want y'all to give me some suggestions in the chat. Let me know what you would think is a good name for the pop-up camper. Here's the rules. It needs to be family friendly because it's going to be driving down the road. And I don't need some kid to say, what does it mean? Or something like that. It has to be family friendly and preferably ham radio related. We want to certainly feature Ham Shack TV and that kind of thing. But anybody's welcome to make a suggestion. But I will tell you, super chats will make those a little bit higher weighted as far as the suggestion goes. And if I find whatever we end up deciding on, and I may put it up to a vote, we'll see. If y'all do enough super chats, we may end up putting it to a vote, and I have to do whatever y'all tell me at that point.
I got one.
I'm going to have it printed and put on the camper. So whatever we end up going with, and I can see we've already got one in the chat here. Ham Shack TV to go. Kind of like that. Good job, Levi. Gary says Ham Shack Mobile. That's pretty cool too. And then Andy says I should put that on the side of my camper.
No, I was sharing the link to the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to put World Radio League on there somewhere. World Radio League on one side, Ham Radio Prep on the other. Good looking logo.
Tell James to get a hold of me.
I was gonna say, have them wrap it for you.
There you go.
Josh, I got the perfect one, man.
What you got?
Ham Tub Time Machine.
Ham Tub Time Machine. That ain't bad. What you got? What you got, Ramp Rat? He said timeout and he's not talking. What you got there, Jason?
You're getting worse, Josh.
Oh, leave him alone.
Am I?
No.
It's not sounding too bad on my side.
I think it's on your end, Jason.
You got a little bit of an echo. It sounds like a phasing issue of some sort.
No, because I'm not getting it from anybody else. Just you.
Chat, let me talk to the chat here. Chat, do you hear a strong echo in me?
You got the Echo Master going.
I don't get it.
I figured you just turned some reverb on.
No, it's something in loopback, and I don't know what it is. Let me check the settings and just see if there's any reverb settings. Okay, they're saying yes. Is it strong? I know there's some, but is the echo strong? Like loud? Kelly says not bad.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
It's a little bit. That's why I said it sounds like you got reverb going to me.
Yeah. Anybody that has experience with loopback, let me know. And maybe you guys can help me with that. Anyway, let's not waste any more time. Let's get some guests in here. We got two tonight. We've got John N3 ACK. I like that ACK. That seems to be a very popular suffix. He's the chairman of the Stone Mountain Hamfest there in, I believe it's Lawrenceville, Georgia. Coming up here in a couple of weeks. And then we've also got Michael, W4OPS, president of the National Amateur Radio Alliance. So good evening, gentlemen. Glad to see both of you here this evening. We've almost got a whole Brady Bunch screen going on, which would make Andy Alice. So we just need a couple more guests, and I guess we'll round that out. So let's start with Let's start with John. I believe that was what we decided to do.
Yes.
Now we
John-
got the chat saying you're echoing.
Yeah, I think it's back and forth because Levi is saying it's tolerable but very noticeable.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's just do this.
this.
We're going to go old school. Did that kill it?
Yeah.
Killed it.
Okay. I bypassed loop back. So that's what it is. That's
Hey,
what
don't
it
Bring
is.
your audio up just a hair and you're fine.
Right before don't feel bad because right before the stream I lost my mixer and had to grab my Behringer to be able to get audio into the computer.
Okay.
We just had an awesome look up Andy's nose, by the way. I just wanted to point that out.
and now it's just his avatar. So there we
Yeah,
go.
no one told me it was wear your hat to work day, so I wanted to bring my own hat in here. I needed a hat too. Sporting the Tough book.
Roger. All right, let's get to John here. John, tell us what's going on down there in Lawrenceville here in a couple weeks.
Well, we've got pretty much the last Hamfest of the year for the probably the state of Georgia, I believe. And it's going to be in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is the county seat for Gwinnett County, just northeast the city of Atlanta, of course. And it's put on by two clubs, mainly at the moment, the Alfred Memorial Radio Club and the Gwinnett Amateur Radio Society. So we're looking to, of course, we've got the support of other clubs. The North Fulton Amateur Radio League helps out with stuff at the Hamfest, the Atlanta Radio Club, and let's see, what other clubs we have there? Well, I knew I was going to do this. I'm going to leave somebody out and upset somebody, but quite a few clubs that are already supporting it in one way or the other. So even if they're not directly supplying the volunteers, they're still supplying other things. So it's a great time to be in the Atlanta area. The clubs are I know with clubs of the year stuff coming up, it's a great time. All the clubs are working together, and we're going to have a good Hamfest in about 2 weeks on the 1st and 2nd. It's a 2-day Hamfest, and it will be at the Gwinnett County Fairgrounds. And of course, as always, keep checking the website because trust me, things change. You lose a vendor or you lose something or another, and forms change a little bit. I think we've just about nailed our forms down. We're probably still one or two that's not completely solidified, but we've got a strong slate of forms over 2 days. If you we've got POTA, we've got Meshtastic, we've got stuff for Nano VNA people, Oxcom, Tarpon, which is a repeater network. We've got, of course, it's the ARRL Georgia State Convention, so they'll be there, and they'll be doing the first forum on Saturday. So it's a good chance to come out and ask questions of the ARRL. We're actually going to have, I know at the moment, we're going to have two candidates for the Southeastern Regional Director. Mickey Baker, N4MB, he supports all these things, so he's always at these kinds of events. So he'll be there. And then I know signed up Tom Schaefer, N4YI, I think the call is. Hopefully, I should have wrote that down in front of me. So the two of them I know are going to be there. So you'll be able to actually, let's see, I'm trying to think of when the voting ends. I think you still have time to vote after meeting these guys. So they'll be there, and you'll be able to ask questions of the candidates that are of the four that are running for the office. The Atlanta Radio Club, Huntsville Radio Club, and the Orlando Radio Club just recently hosted a forum on Zoom. And we had a couple hundred people join in on that, and people were able to hear the candidates and ask questions, but you'll actually be able to see them in person at the Hamfest. So if you've been wanting to ask the questions of these guys, this will be a good opportunity. So last big Hamfest for the Georgia area that I know of. We've actually got quite a few Hamfests now in the state of Georgia. Too many to count now at this point, but a lot of little ones, a couple bigger ones, and great time is had by all. We were just at Chattanooga 2 weekends ago now.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
First time I'd been there quite some time. That was a neat little Hamfest. I'm looking forward to. It's on a bad weekend for me, so I'm going to try to get back. But this year it happened to be a couple weeks early, so I was able to make it. But that's a good one, and we enjoyed being up there. We met a lot of people and answered a lot of questions about the Hamfest coming up. So, yeah, little plug here while I got a chance, while I remember it. Like I said, we got several clubs that are working together to put all this stuff on. The Gwinnett Amateur Radio Society, they host what they call Tech Fest in the first part of January, and you can find out information on that at techfest.info. And then a week after the Lawrenceville Hamfest, or Stone Mountain Hamfest, I'm sorry, Stone Mountain Hamfest, the week after, the North Fulton Amateur Radio League has what they call Ham Jam, and they bring in anywhere from 1 to 3 speakers, and they've got a little lineup coming, and that'll be the weekend after. And you can get information on that at I believe it's hamjam.nfarl.org. So if you're looking for something to do on the 8th of November, check them out, but certainly check us out on November 1st and 2nd. We've got 12, 13, 14 acres of boneyard tailgate space, so we've got a lot of tailgaters out there. We've got a separate building for flea market tables. We have about a little over 100 tables out there, and got quite a few vendors signed up for indoors. We've got Wireman, Ham Radio Outlet, Signman of Baton Rouge. One of our favorites that lives in the area is Ham Radio Prep, of course, and they'll be demonstrating the logbook and stuff there, so that's a good chance to see that. We'll also have like I said, the ARRL Tower Electronics has been a steadfast supporter of the Hamfest over the years, and they make that trip down every year from the north. And so it's a good chance to pick up pieces and parts. We've got a couple Mesh-tastic tables this year. The North Georgia GMRS group, including their new group, which is the North Georgia Amateur Radio Association that they just started. They'll be there with several tables. The Raleigh Hamfest will be there. And the Orlando Hamfest, I believe, is going to be there. And like I said, we got 5 or 6 clubs that'll have club tables. We also have Soltech. If anybody's ever seen them, I'm not sure how to describe it. It's simply just a flashlight or a flashlight company. They've got a lot of neat gadgets that light up and that you can use for flashlights and some other utility stuff to them. So it's a great time, and we hope everybody will come out and join us. Like I said, we've got a great set of lineup of forums, and we'll have an ANSAT trailer out there doing AMSAT, an Aries trailer, and the North Fulton group, they're big into kits, and I think they're going to be playing with their oscillator kits out there also. So great prizes. We didn't skimp on the prizes either. So I think we finally settled on the 7,300. We were looking at prizes, and some a little hard to get this time of year. So we should have 7,300.
That is not a 7,300. That is a 710.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
This information, if anybody's ever even remotely been involved in Hamfest, it's a lot of back and forth, and things change. And
I mean, if you're committed to giving away a 7,300, it looks like you still need a second prize. It says TBD.
Yeah, my radio.
Yeah, so.
John, I got 2 questions for you. Number one, if you don't mind sharing, what is the average attendance normally like for the Hamfest? I mean, the Atlanta region's a pretty big region.
Yeah, it's and I meant to check the numbers for the region, but we get about 1,400 people over the 2 days at the Hamfest. So
That's fantastic. The other question: what is the last possible moment a person could sign up as a vendor?
You know what? If you call me on Friday, I'll find a space in the building for you. But the sooner the better, because like I tell people, if you give me a chance to advertise what you're bringing, you'll probably have a better chance of selling some stuff. And I did leave one out, of course. There's a vendor that we met at Chattanooga, and he's Lauren Electronics, and they have a lot of high-end test equipment that they're bringing. Plus, he's got a series of something called President's Radios. And I know most of that's CB, but there is a 10-meter, I believe there's a 10-meter radio, and there's a 10. Mm-hmm. So they'll be there also. And that's the first time I've ever met these guys. when I was in Chattanooga. So really friendly, and I think they're going to be a good addition to the Hamfest also. So yeah.
I see a lot of really good friends of the channel that are coming. I mean, Chat Radio is a friend of the channel. Some guy's named Ham Radio.
Yeah,
Prep.
well, I have to. That one. Yeah, we're gonna have to take that. Unfortunately, Jim's not gonna be able to make it.
No.
It's Halloween, and he's just not been able to. And I meant to get that off before we came on tonight. He's most of his crew's out doing Halloween birthday stuff apparently, and this is the one year when it fell on that same week. And at first, when he told me, I thought maybe we were interfering with his, in his trick or treating or something. But no, he said he just doesn't have the people to man the booth. But he'll be back next year.
Fair enough. See, M&L Radio Technology, Leroy. We love Leroy. He's been on the channel a few times.
Well, no, I'm sorry. That's another one. Sorry, but that's what I'm saying. You kind of need to check those two. M&L. He told me today he's not going to be able to make it. So.
That's disappointing.
One kind of caveat to that is I try to tell people when you go to a Hamfest, some of these guys really need you buying stuff. So, when you go to a Hamfest, take some extra cash with you and just make an effort to buy, I know you probably buy from them online and stuff, but just make an effort to take some cash with you and buy a few things at the Hamfest and help support them in their trip, because it costs, thousands of dollars for some of obviously the manufacturers spend thousands of dollars, but even these guys that like Leroy that come 5 hours away, and the vehicles they drive and the lodging and everything else they have to, it costs quite a bit. So every little bit helps, and so I always kind of push people to empty your pockets out while you're there. So
I can definitely understand that with my 2025 tour. Boy, it costs. Go ahead, Andy. What you got?
Yeah, James James at least is coming for World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep. I believe is that yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, James will be.
I think Jim is. He just moved to Florida, but I think he's coming back up for the event. I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I think they'll both.
He might be. I hadn't talked to him, but I wouldn't be surprised because he just left the area, and he loves the Atlanta area too. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we were just talking about this, and I think we've got some stuff going on over at Ham Radio Prep. Some exciting new stuff happening there, and I think they were going to do some filming while he was in the area. So.
Now, are you going to go, Andy? Are you going to make the trip down there?
I'm not going to make it. No.
2026. You can't make it this year.
We might make it happen one of these years.
I was just doing the maps. It's about a 10, 11, so probably a 12-hour drive from Springfield, Missouri, where I'm hanging out now. So it'd be quite a trip down there. But it sounds like an event not to miss. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty good event. Lots of people, lots of vendors, lots of tables and stuff like that. So we wouldn't mind coming down and supporting you. I'm going to have to see logistics and see if we can do it. But it'd be very cool to come down there and hang out with you guys. And it's so cool that you guys have so many clubs working together to pull this off. It's awesome what you guys are doing down there in the Atlanta area.
Yeah, it's a great thing. Over the years, I wouldn't say the clubs haven't cooperated, but we've just all been busy doing our own things sometimes. But the last many years since COVID, or actually before COVID it started, the clubs have really been working together to support each other. So it's a good thing. And an event like this is obviously a great chance for everybody to get involved one way or the other. So it's happening here in Atlanta, and I hope it happens other places too.
It's awesome.
Absolutely. Other questions? I see a couple of camper names coming in the chat. We'll catch on those a little bit later. Any other questions from the chat or from the panel, or Marvin or Michael?
Nothing. No.
Well, I know it's exciting. John and I have been talking back and forth over email the last couple of days, and we were looking at a way for me to come down, and unfortunately, it's not going to happen this year as much as I would like to. I will be arriving back from Los Angeles on Halloween Day, and the Hamfest is the next day. So it's going to be a little hard for me to make that trip, but we are committing 2026 Ham Shack TV Hamfest Tour will make a stop in Lawrenceville.
Somebody may have already asked this, and I may have just missed it. But what's your typical attendance numbers?
About 1,400 right now.
1,400. Awesome.
That's not bad. That's not a bad fest at all.
Yeah, and we're like anything, we're putting plans in place to grow, obviously. So the Atlanta area has, just the Atlanta area itself has a lot of ham. So we're working with things to get more and more people, especially on Sunday. Just a little caveat about Sunday. We kind of threw something out there on Sunday. Admission, well, right now, if you show up at the gate on Saturday, it's $10 for both days. Or if you buy your tickets online now, which you can go to StoneMountainHamfest.com and buy your tickets now, they're $8. But if you happen to not be able to come out on Saturday, but have Sunday, you can come out for Sunday, and it's only $5. Plus, if you want to tailgate, there's no fee for the tailgating either. So we were trying to throw something in last year to start with, trying to find ways to get people on Sundays and not telling them not to avoid church, but sometimes the ham fest can't be missed. So
see, what we need to do is get Gray Man Poe to come down there and have his ham church that he does.
No, it's Sunday school.
Sunday school, that's what it is. There you go.
But yeah, we just a plug about the different addresses. The StoneMountainHamfest.com, of course, is the website address, and then we have a presence on Facebook, and we also have a presence on Instagram and Twitter. So you can kind of, if you're into those, you can kind of keep up to date on things as they, especially over the next 2 weeks, as things get promoted and more information's added. But Twitter and Instagram are at the @ STNMTN Hamfest. So at Stone Mountain abbreviated Hamfest.
That's out.
Join us on those and stay up to date with things. We'll try to plug any changes that we can, and plus promote our great vendors. So we always have a full, like I said, a little over 100 tables, and the flea market's always full, and the 12 acres of tailgating is usually pretty full too. A lot of tailgaters out there, so it's a great chance to get out there and find just about anything. And like I said, we've got all the Meshtastic and POTA and all those little Nano stuff and Arduino stuff. So it's a lot of neat little things that people can come out and check on, so learn about.
Outstanding. Well, folks, that's Stone Mountain Hamfest, November 1st and 2nd, only 2 weeks away, 15 days away. Saturday is going to be 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., unless this is wrong. Sunday is 8 a.m. Sunday is 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Gwinnett County Fairgrounds, 2405 Sugarloaf Parkway, Lawrenceville, Georgia, 30045 is the zip code. General admission looks like you will use the Davis Road entrance if you're going down there. Also, I see camping is available down there. You still got camp spots available?
Yeah, we've got that's inside where the tailgating is. We've got plenty of spots for those. So you can RV, car camp, tent camp, and I guess if you want to, you could just camp with no tent or anything like that. If you're just one of those that wants to sleep on the ground, knock yourself out. But yeah, it's $35 a night.
Yep, and you do have full hookups. The only caveat is you only have 50 amp plugins, right? Not 30s.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, so folks with 30 amp campers like I do, you'll need a converter. But other than that, you're good. So it's exciting, John. Thanks for coming, and can't wait to for me to make the trip next year. But I can't wait to hear how this year goes for sure.
Yeah. Thanks for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's move over to Michael. Club Week. Tell us about Club Week. What's going on?
Hello. So Club Week, speaking of clubs, here at the National Amateur Radio Alliance, if you haven't heard of us, we're a nonprofit national organization supporting amateur radio. So give you a little bit about NARA. But one of our initiatives is Club Week, and we announced the dates at Huntsville. We were down at the Huntsville Hamfest, and NARA is November 1st through the 8th. It's a week-long event, not a contest. There's no points. You don't submit your logs. We don't care about all that. We are developing a little after action report that you can submit on our website to say that, hey, yes, we participated. We made this many contacts and this many people in our club, participated. So we want to kind of collect that data to, see how it grows over the next several years. But this is the first ever time we've done this. And mainly it's just a celebration of amateur radio clubs and the work that they do. It's an opportunity for clubs to promote themselves within their community because they can go set up at at a public place, in a park, in a parking lot, in a church, in anywhere they want to in the community. They can inform other people about amateur radio, what they do as a club, the things that they do for communities in their area. And it's a great chance to get new general class licensees or technicians and have them experience the fun of HF radio on some of those other bands. Because it's not a contest, all bands are up for play. And we want to really, one of our initiatives at the Alliance is engagement. And we just really want to get people, using the bands and all the privileges that we have. We have such a vast spectrum of area that we can play in. It's just a giant playground. So we need to go out and play on that playground and use those frequencies. So any band is in play. You can go call CQ Club Week, and you might actually be surprised at what kind of clubs come back and answer your call. One of the main purposes is to exchange QSL cards. And this is your chance to get those Disney Amateur Radio Club or the Orange County Amateur Radio Club, the Battleship Amateur Radio Club, Kennedy Space Center Amateur Radio Club, all these cool clubs that are out there. We do have some recommendations if you scroll back up just a little ways. So on our recommendations that we have is, stock up on QSL cards because chances are, people are going to be sending you QSL cards. And scroll down a little bit more, Josh. There you go. So update your QRZ page. I know a lot of times we set it and forget it, and we don't think about, hey, maybe I should revamp that with, this year's activities, revamp that with things coming up. Maybe we have a new meeting night of the week that we want people to know about. So update your QRZ page, stock up on your QSL cards, and make your event public and engaging. Don't be afraid, throw out some brownies, throw out some cookies, put some drinks out there. If you're in a public place, invite people to come over and be like, hey, come hang out. And partner with other organizations. There's a lot of organizations out there, everything from, the Boys and Girls Clubs to PTAs, Rotary Clubs, churches, a lot of places and communities out there where people hang out. And I don't think we do enough as amateur radio operators to reach out to them and be like, hey, we have this, really cool club where we get to play on radio and talk to people all over the world. It's also used for emergency communications. It's a technical hobby. Some of your members may be interested in it, and we invite you to come to a meeting. There's no reason why us as clubs can't do that and get new people into the hobby. So Club Week, celebration of clubs. It's a great chance for what I was saying, if you're a technician and if you're a general and you kind of have that mic fright, like don't really know what to say or don't really know what to call CQ on the radio. This is a very laid back event. So unlike like a GOTA station where, you get on the air, it's a contest, you have all this information coming at you so quick, say this, and call the next person. This is not like that. This is, hey, how long have you guys been a club? What kind of events do you guys do for a club? Oh, yeah, we have about 30 people in ours. We have a ham shack with a couple of ICOM 7300s and able to have a tower out back. Do you guys, what do you guys operate have? Do you guys have a place? Do you guys meet? What kind of activities do you guys do throughout the year? A lot of times call signs are inspired by something. Hey, that's a pretty cool call. Where did it come from? Did you just, what does it mean? So it's a chance to get to know other clubs on the air and just use amateur radio. I mean, that's simplistic what it is. So November 1st through the 8th, get on the air and call CQ Club Week because it's not a competition. There's not like a dedicated start time and dedicated end time. So you can listen, all week into the weekend. You're like, hey, wait a second, 1 through 8, that's not a week. That's like longer than a week. But because it's not a contest and we don't have set dates, you could hear people calling, CQ the weekend before or the weekend afterwards, which could make this into a 9-day event. So it's a lot of fun, encourages connections between operators, and it's something more than a contest where you're just given a signal report. And an interesting note on that, if you do give signal reports, we actually encourage you to give it in a long form. So, I could say, hey, Andy, you're 4-4. But unless you're sharp and unless you've been an operator for, 20 years or 10 years, you might not understand what 4-4 means. So instead of giving it in the long format, we say, hey, you have a great signal and you're coming in, loud and clear. So it's basically a 5-9, but you're saying what the first number means, what the second number means. And it gets, again, we have so many new people to the hobby. And I talk to people every day at Hamfest who say, I've only been licensed for a year, or, I got my license 2 years ago. And to be able to mentor these people and be Elmers to these people and teach them in an environment, hey, this is what, 5'9", 5'8", 5'3", these are the differences between that. Club Week is the perfect opportunity to be doing that. So I really encourage you guys to get out for a Club Week and talk on the air. That's it. I mean, just CQ Club Week.
Absolutely. This is an exciting event, for sure. We got questions from anybody?
I don't see
No, it
anything.
looks like it's going to be fun.
I don't see any questions in the chat, Josh, yet. They're all talking about. Well, actually, Viper's asked a question. He's looking for a club in North Florida.
I was going to say, Michael, do you have an answer for that one?
I do, and I don't know if I can share my screen. Can I, Andy?
Yeah.
Or Josh?
Yeah, you sure can.
So let me pull this up. This is a
We're gonna get you hooked up to Viper 1544.
I guess. I don't know how to share my screen. This is technology. We don't do technology.
Square box at the bottom with a plus in the middle of it.
So not the one that says leave.
No, not that one.
No,
not the red. Do not push the red button.
No, don't hit the red button. No, red button's bad.
All right, so let me jump over to this tab. As a national organization, this is something that we are developing. And let me make sure Florida here. So we are developing this resource. We took the FCC database of 12,000 clubs, and we put them together in a database, and we separated them by state. And this is now an area where you can zoom in and out and find the club that's actually closest to your location. So you can check out some of these different clubs. This is a resource that we're developing where a club officer can come in here, request changes. Maybe they want to add their meeting time. Maybe they want to add their repeater information, their social media information. They can put their social media information on it as well. I mean, you'd never imagine there were so many clubs in this little tight of area right here. But we're doing this. Now, the database needs a lot of work. We're an organization that's only been around since March. And in some of these states, you click on either the information pops up wrong or, like we have information, down here. Those are certainly not in Florida. These clubs up here are not in Florida. A lot of times this is a trustee who manages the club call sign, but maybe they moved out of state. So in the FCC database, they have a different address than where the club is actually located. This hasn't officially launched yet because this is what needs to be cleaned up. And there's a lot of volunteer hours and a lot of work that has to go into this. But I think for, the person in the chat who says, hey, I want the club, close to me, what can I do? This is going to be a great resource. So even the most rural part of Iowa or New Mexico, people can say, hey, I want to find a club. and they can pull up this map.
But if Viper, for him, if he hasn't reached or can't get to this, or you can see the link there, but you can also go out to the ARRL website, and they also do have information there on clubs. It is nowhere near the vast amount of information because it is only clubs that are ARRL affiliated with the website there. And so if you have a lot of these other clubs that have been formed, but they don't have an ARRL affiliation, ARRL doesn't display them. So it is one of those things that just be aware of that when you're out there searching for a club near you. I would also get onto a local repeater and see if there's a local net near you somewhere that you can join, and then ask, hey, is there any clubs nearby that I can join? That would be one of the other ways you could reach out and find something that might be local to your area, if there is something around those areas. So those are my suggestions to definitely go find a club that you could try and join in to be a part of Club Week here, because they're out there.
I guess I should let people know if they want to put it in their handler or something like that. The organizers and the volunteers within the National Amateur Radio Alliance, we actually have an amateur radio club, and it's NA4RO, National Association for Radio Operators, or November Alpha 4 Radio Oscar. But if you want to put NA4RO in your handler, we have a QSL cards that we're also developing, and we would love to collect your QSL card and send you one of ours from the Alliance. So I guess I should put that out there too. So we are a club call that will be on the air. We have members in almost all 50 states, but the board members are from about three or four different states. So we'll be operating from Missouri and Oklahoma and Tennessee. So you should be able to get our call sign at some point during that week as well.
Yeah, Viper, okay, so you're on North Florida. Yeah, I mean, yeah, get with Pota Power. I'm sure there's got to be some. You saw the map. There's lots of clubs around there, so I think you'll certainly be able to find something that will fit you perfectly. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'll put that link out there. Just don't judge me, but the link to that page is amateurradiolliance.org/find-a-club, I believe.
I had that up just a second ago.
Yeah, it's find-a-club.php, and that's the thing. But like I said, if you click on a certain states like Missouri, the clubs show up in Michigan. Clearly, it needs work.
Yeah, because we're not in Michigan.
Nope, not at all.
Neither do we want to be.
No, right?
But the bad part about Club Week, the week you've got that set for, that's our final week before our Hamfest. I don't know how much radio time most of our club members that are involved in the club are going to get.
Right.
You guys have a Hamfest coming up too, don't you?
November 8th.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Look, Andy's all happy about that.
any other questions from somebody in the chat or anybody in the panel here talking about the Club Week? So
I was going to say, Andy, if you want to take a road trip, we could jump in the truck and drive to Atlanta. It's about 12 hours. We can make it in a day.
I am far too busy for a road trip right now.
Yeah, he's got World Radio League things to worry about.
So far, there's no questions in the chat, Marvin.
Yeah, I see that. So I had a question a second ago, and I just lost my total train of that, Mike. Anyway, any other thoughts, Mike? Any other thoughts that you want to share with NARA or anything else about Club Week you can think of?
No, I don't think so. There's still a roulette wheel downstairs calling my name. I'm at a casino right here on the Oklahoma Texas line. I was down here for an exercise. They call it a Red River boot camp, and it's put on by an organization called the Central States Communications Association. we had 130 participants from 15 from 15 different states. And they did AuxCom classes, ComT classes, ComL classes, ITSL, which is Information Technology Service Leader, I think. They had dispatching classes for incident dispatching. So I really got to hang out with the people who really do emergency disaster communication for disasters on incidents, and really got to meet a lot of people from emergency management, interoperability coordinators for different states, and so much knowledge from the instructors to the students, and to really see how many of these people who do this stuff are actually amateur radio operators. They're quite familiar with amateur radio. They have amateur radio built into their emergency communications plans. So it was really inspiring to, see and be a part of this.
My big question with you coming out of that and kind of being the president of NARA, do you see more of an Aries role, or do you see more of an AuxCom role coming out of that? And what type of role did those, did you discuss any of the plans maybe with them talking about emergency communications?
So you have a lot of different things. It's not just Aries. You also have Races. You also have Saturn. And those are other organizations that do amateur radio and disaster, communications. But the main thing that I saw and I noticed, amateur radio is always going to be there as the last line of defense. I want to get to shirts that say like LastNet, because you have FirstNet, which is the AT&T, first responders network. But when AT&T fails, and when Starlink fails, and when everything else goes down, you still have LastNet, and that's the amateur radio operator. So we're still going to be there, and we're still built into these plans, but we have to integrate with the ComLs and the ComTs and the AuxCom. We have to already form those relationships with the emergency managers. And I encourage everyone to take the AuxCom class, because the AuxCom class doesn't talk about RF. It doesn't talk about, how to use your walkie-talkie. It doesn't talk about antennas. It talks about how to integrate with the National Incident Management System, how to integrate with your local, EOC and your emergency agencies. So if you're a part of a club, and if you want to get involved with your doing more with your community, and if you want them to see you as a resource, I think it's important to take that AuxCom class to show you really how to integrate. We saw in Hurricane Helene that the first communications in and out of a disaster area is not necessarily going to be from an agency. It could be from, that ham radio operator who just happened to be in that building when the earthquake came. It could be that ham radio operator who, was in that stadium when the tornado came through. And that's what, it's important to have the knowledge of, say, well, the help is coming. What information do they need, and what are they going to be asking, for status reports and stuff like that? And you have to be able to talk to these agencies and let them know what they want. And it's important to have those partnerships already ahead of time. So AuxCom is definitely needed by anyone who wants to be a resource to their, their county, to their state.
And I think one thing that, we quite often see and hear is we have, I've experienced it myself with many people, is they get to field day or they're out at some other ham radio event, and people are afraid to talk on the air. And so hopefully Club Week would give people some that, like you said earlier, that relaxed atmosphere, that comfortable environment that would give them the opportunity to go back and slow down a little bit. And as Steve Harvey says, you got 2 strikes. You got to slow down. You got to make sure we get the right answer here. And so you've got to just take that time with that person and help them get comfortable in the air, because if they're not comfortable in doing it during some type of field day or a club week or any other event, then they're not going to be comfortable during times of emergency to hop on the air and, do what they need to do. I mean, and I've seen this with being in former law enforcement was, you get that rookie cop, I'm going down the stop. Like, what did he just say? I don't know. And versus, the experienced guy was like, I got one running down the street here. I'm over on North and Street and Elm Street or something. So
and this is one of the reasons I would love to get down to the Stone Mountain Hamfest, because there's going to be so many people there. And one of the things we do is we just talk to people. And I've talked to people so far, all over the United States. And we've seen both sides. We've seen the amateur radio operator that says, hey, I got a handheld. I'm just going to walk in there and I'm going to rule the world and I'm just going to save the day. And then we talk to those ham radio operators who are just like, we're not relevant anymore. They got Starlink, they got hardened systems, and they're not even going to need us. And ham radio is not even a part of emergency services anymore. And both sides are completely wrong.
There's always a road on both sides of the ditch.
Yeah. Well, I heard several times this week that they do PACE planning. It's your primary, your auxiliary, your contingent, and your emergency.
Right.
And we fall, we're not the primary or the contingency, plans for communications. But when that, when all else fails, we're still that emergency. Oh crap, we need ham radio. And that's going to remain. And I mean, it's awesome to be part of a community that's like that. But we need to relook and be like, okay, well, after all those other fail and we come in, how are we going to be integrated into their system? And we have to make sure they respect and trust us.
Well, that's like you brought up Oxcom with Aries around here, at least, is working with Oxcom because the forms that need to be sent and all that stuff, the EOCs around here, they want everything the same. So most of the areas groups around here are working with Oxcom, and actually there's some of the stuff, well, just like the World Cup coming up, they're already reaching out for amateur radio operators for up there because they don't have enough in the Kansas City area. But they're telling you to go take the Oxcom training and that stuff. Otherwise, you show up there as a ham radio operator without that certificate and training, and you can do it all online. It don't cost you nothing. But you show up without the certificate and training, they're not going to let you help during the World Cup.
Yeah. Jason, did you have a question?
Yeah, Mike. Are you guys linked up with SARnet down in Florida?
Name doesn't ring a bell.
Well, basically what SARnet is, it's a bunch of microwave repeaters that covers all of Florida, and it's used for emergency comm. It used to be the old DOT communication microwave repeaters, but SARnet took it over. So all the emergency groups, say like EMS, Coast Guard, all Navy personnel, Air Force, anything that does emergency, they run off this whole entire system. It covers all of Florida. And it runs off 2 meters too, also. So a technician can actually use it.
I may have, whenever I was down there for Hurricane Helene this last year, I may have heard about it or read about it whenever I was there, but I can't say I'm too familiar with it. I know we do have a handful of members down in Florida who probably are familiar with it, but I'm not personally familiar with it.
Yeah, the reason go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead, Jason.
The reason I know is when I was a truck driver, I used to,
Nice.
I did that for 25 years. God, don't miss it. But no, when I got my e-com license from Ham Radio Prep, yay, I started talking to them, and they were helping me, how to do an emergency drill and how to be prepared. Like you're saying, what to say, or like Marvin said, they don't get on the radio. Hey, there's a hurricane coming, latitude, speed, moving. But they taught me how to do the right procedure. And I didn't know if you guys, the one time you were talking about, I might have thought you were linked up or not.
No, but I mean, it's true. It's one of those things where as amateur radio operators, we're chatty and we like to talk. But in emergency communications, it's quick, concise, say what you need to say and get off the repeater.
Pretty much.
Or get off the air. And that's the things. That's why Oxcom is such an important class to take as that first step. Aries is not going anywhere. Races is not going anywhere. Saturn's not going anywhere. But I think these organizations need to take a hard look at, how they're integrated into their emergency, state emergency system, and reevaluate some stuff.
And I know Mars is part of emergency system too.
Yeah, there's Mars, and then there's a shares, which is another group where you have amateur radio and I think a combination of military frequencies that people are involved in.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
I can say areas in our area is definitely tied into the emergency center. We're actually tied in with the state emergency management agency. So in our area, we're doing it the right way. We don't deploy unless we're called out.
Yeah.
And when you are called out, everybody thinks that, well, I'm like you kind of saying, I'm the ham operator, I'm gonna go out here and operate. No, you show up on site and you wait for them to tell you where they want you to set up and what they want you to do.
Yeah. That's the same problem they had in North Carolina when Hurricane Lee went through there. All the ham operators.
No, that was a little different. If it wasn't for those ham operators on those repeaters, there wouldn't have been communication because nobody else was doing anything. And those guys on that repeater up on that mountain, they decided to start doing communication. That's what got communication in and out of Asheville and those areas.
Right.
And I know the guy personally that did it.
That leads me to what Michael was saying about training. During the floods in Texas, some of the first responders were handed brand new APX radio that looks like the thing that looks like an Android tablet, almost cell phone, and they literally looked at it and said, "What do we do with this? How do we use it?" And and they're just handing them all out, and they're like, "Here you go," and they're like, "What the hell do we do with these?" So their training needs to be done. It not just how to communicate, but how to use the device that you have to communicate.
In hand, yeah.
That's what's really neat about these exercises, like the Red River Boot Camp that this organization puts on. They put on another one that's in a Joplin area every year, and that one's the same one, but it has about 300 participants from probably about 23 states. It is the largest U.S. emergency communications exercise that's put on, and it's a fantastic organization what they're doing, and getting people experienced and getting people trained through the COM-L classes, the COM-T classes, but it's the partnerships that they're forming with Oklahoma and Missouri, because there seems to be a disconnect between national regulations and state regulations, and some states do it this way, some states do it that way, and they're two different ways, and there's not really a national standard. So the Communications Association is working really hard on having those operating agreements and getting everyone on the same page. I'm glad to be down here to be a part of it. It was a pretty amazing experience, and really, as a national organization that wants to, have some sort of emergency communications, we have to have an opinion on it, right? Because we're a national organization, and to see where it's going and what's being done and what's being expected of their communicators. Well, what they're expecting of their communicators, they're going to be expecting of our communicators. And we may not be going into a situation and talking on the radio. We may just be going into a situation and monitoring a radio, listening for that traffic. We may be, jumping in a squad car and driving along with an officer, or, driving along with a fire department because their communications are knocked out, and that handheld that we have is everything that's there. So what they expect of their communicators is probably what they're going to expect of our communicators. And if ham radio operators don't have that knowledge, then they're going to be like, well, you go sit there. You have that experience. You jump in. We're going to go here. And that's how it's going to be. whether you're a ham radio operator and you like it or not. That's just how it's going to be.
Well, and kind of an example. You saw our trailer up there at the Hamfest, Michael.
Yeah.
And part of the reason we built that is that's a mobile command center. So if they run out of communications, it did go out during the Joplin tornado. But the way that's set up is we've got WinLink and stuff that we can operate in there. A lot of times people think they're going to operate on the radio. You might not be doing any operating, but you might be transferring forms back and forth for the forms of what needs to go to FEMA and those places, and that'll be done with WinLink.
Yeah.
That's cool stuff. I love MCOM, and I'm afraid that MCOM is what's the phrase I'm looking for? A lot of people ask about the importance of ham radio. They're like, it's a bunch of truckers talking to each other. First off, that's the wrong band, but beyond that, ham radio has its place. And unfortunately, I don't wish on any incidents, any disasters or anything like that. But unfortunately, we don't get the mainstream media coverage about how ham radio helped the disaster. For instance, in Helene. Nope. Did you hear about ham radio on NBC Nightly News or CNN or World News Tonight? We don't get that.
Nope.
Well, that's just like during the Joplin tornado, because the hospitals. I mean, the hospital was wiped out in Joplin. They had no way of communicating. They called out the ham radio operators, Skywarn and everybody like that, to do the communications. Didn't hear nothing about it.
They were literally given prescriptions over the radio of what medications they needed from one hospital to the other, and it was crazy.
Wow, I've never heard that before. That's insane.
They had like an operator with a doctor on one end and an operator with a doctor on the other end, and they were back and forth.
A nurse on that end,
We'll see with Cox and Mercy here. Cox really now they've got a couple guys that work their radios and set up their radios, but they have tied everything into amateur radio because of that situation. Like when Joplin happened, they couldn't communicate, so amateur radio came out and did the communications for them. Because Joplin, when that tornado went through, there was nothing in Joplin for days.
Yeah. Jason, I'm going to ignore that like I didn't even just read that. You're starting to make me wonder if you've got an unhealthy obsession with the tutu.
No, I just have a flashback from the war one. It was so awesome. I can't get that out of my head.
Go ahead, Dave.
I was going to say he's definitely got an unhealthy obsession.
Yes.
Okay, Super Dave.
I like hamper. I love hamper.
So let's take a minute here and check in on this. And guys, also keep in mind if you have a suggestion for the name of the camper, just drop it in the chat. Super chats will give your suggestion a little bit more weight too. But let's run through and take a look and see what we got here. Some of the select ones here. Levi says Ham Camp TV, not bad, kind of like that. Also said a lot of these came from Levi, so I'll preface that there. Traveling transmitter, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Viper says traveling ham band. Okay. This one's good. Levi says shack in the woods. And then also says
shack up in the woods.
Well, yeah.
Like lost in the woods type deal or something,
I guess. Levi also says Ham Shack TV to go. That sounds like the mobile app I'll be deploying whenever I get rich. Andy says the G90 antenna. If you know, you know. Also, ham on the hoof. Maybe.
I don't know about that one.
Levi says scattered propagation. That's interesting. That's an interesting one. Here, oh, this one's even more interesting.
I like this one.
End pulled half camper.
Yep.
Wow.
Kind of like that.
Okay.
That's
Never-
perfect. It is a half camper and it's end pulled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it makes
it's true.
perfect sense. It really does.
What
does.
more information do you need?
Andy says the feral ham. Jason says ham dark force. Let's see here. Ham on the go, but that seems too basic. Maybe lunchable. I like that. I like lunchable.
I love that, but I
You're-
thought that'd be too much of it. I thought that'd take too much explaining.
It does take too much explaining, but you literally took me back to elementary school with that one. I like that one.
Cheese too.
Viper says hams are us. Levi said, this one I really liked. It stood out. Levi says QTH is where I parked it.
That's a bumper sticker.
That is a
Yeah,
bumper
that's
sticker.
that's a money maker right there.
Hey, maybe I need to put that in the Ham Shack TV store.
I'm going to beat you.
Oh, if you do, I'm buying it.
Nice.
Absolutely. I like that one.
And then Andy,
Over a bumper sticker.
and then Andy had to do it. Andy had to do it.
Oh, here we go. Drum roll.
The World Radio League Mobile. Just kidding. I don't have sponsorship authorization for that, Josh. Don't get any ideas. Oh, that's funny.
Hey, Josh.
What?
That one you said make a bumper sticker. You know, I just thought that would look good on a hat too.
Maybe.
Oh, wait. Are the suggestions I made just not good enough?
I'm getting there. Slow down.
All right. I was
Simmer
gonna say,
down there.
God bless.
Hey, Michael,
Here,
we're
here.
old farts, so we don't matter.
Yeah, I know. Hey, any info we do,
I mean, I've got 27 suggestions started.
Oh,
It takes a while
Julie's
to get
got
through.
an awesome
Hey,
one.
Josh, look what Julie wrote in the
I
chat.
haven't got there yet. I'm on the wrong page. I'll get to Julie here in a second.
Oh my God, I love that.
Let's
That
see
one's
here.
good.
Levi says QTH on wheels. That's good. Andy says take it on the ham. Interesting. Tio, there you go, Tio. Ham
Ham
canoe.
Hey,
Jason
Tio,
says,
isn't that yours?
No, mine's the Wombat Command Center.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was a ham canoe here
No,
a couple months
that
ago,
was the
wasn't
I said ham.
That's the ham
Nice.
coffin.
it?
He said ham canoe. He said ham canoe. Yeah.
Jason says ham frog. Here's a couple of Tio's suggestions. The pop-up repeater. I kind of like that.
I do like that one.
The hamper. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I don't know. That
That sounds like we're going to be doing some
Laundry.
illegal in most states
Uh-huh, yeah.
situations.
It's not cigarette. It's cigarette weed. No.
Jason says flagpole ham. Poda Power will appreciate this one from Levi. Poda pop-up.
Yeah.
Not bad, but I don't do a lot of Poda. That's the only thing about
Oh,
that.
come on. You need to.
I need to, but
You
I've
get
got
into
other
it, man.
priorities
You
at
don't
the
know what you're
moment.
missing.
Trailhead Station, QRV Retreat, and then it came to me potentially because let's be real, what I'm using this for mostly is Hamfest, the Hamfest Command Center.
That'd make it a good bumper sticker too.
Yeah, it wouldn't. Oh, it would. Tio says Coleman Command Center. Well, that's too bad. I don't have a Coleman. I have a StarCraft.
What is that thing?
It's a
Oh,
StarCraft.
it's StarCraft. That's right. Sorry.
StarCraft Command Center. That's not bad. I could incorporate that into the. No, I couldn't because it's on the wrong side of the camper. I was gonna say I could incorporate that into the existing text.
Yeah, just flip the camper around. You'll be all right.
Levi says getting my freak on. Jason says Gatorade ham. Now, Tio, this is nice, but I don't know if this seems like it's been done. Ham Force 1.
Nice.
May the force be with you.
Geostorm. And then now finally to Julie, the propagation pull.
I like that one.
I do like that one.
I
That
think
was
we got
cool.
winner chicken dinner.
What did you say the brand of your camper was?
StarCraft.
So you're boldly going where no ham has gone before?
I do. It's coming.
I knew something was going to come out about Star Wars. I just haven't figured out what it's going to
But
be.
that's not Star Wars.
I don't know anything about Star Wars. That's the unfortunate thing.
That's Star Trek.
I don't know anything about that either.
And that was from the original Star Trek.
I know almost nothing. I've just heard pop culture references. So
I was gonna say, wait a minute. The youngest person on stream, T.O., knows the original Star Trek.
Yeah, I do.
It's not a me thing. Viper says unsung heroes.
Even though I watched them in reruns.
I see nothing on Google about Ham Force 1. I like Ham Force 1.
No kidding.
Nothing.
Hey, John, you got anything?
No kidding. No.
Uh-oh. I got the wheels rolling.
What was the one earlier though about the end pulled half camper? That I have to go back to Levi. I mean, that is probably one of the best ones I think out there, in my opinion. So for what it's worth,
I'm letting Chat GPT do a look. I could not find
a one in the propagation pool.
I could not find a definitive reference to Ham Force 1. That's what Chat GPT says. So I ain't gonna get in trouble for it.
It's yours.
Doesn't know what Air Force 1 is?
You better steal it. You better steal it now before somebody says something.
Hey, Josh, I just bought the domain. I'll sell you the domain, Josh.
If the president gets on ham radio, it's gone. So you better act now.
Please put your tracer in the upright position and your seatbelt's on in Air Force 1 right now. Ding.
So I tell you what, I got my ham radio license. It's great. It's huge.
It's the greatest thing ever.
I bought a camper, and now it's called Ham Force 1.
Oh my God, that would be the
greatest thing ever.
I'm gonna follow my share. Damn.
I either just got a bunch of subscriptions or just lost a bunch of subscribers.
Or you just got a bunch of weird looks looking camping like Lock Award.
Oh,
Chris is in the house. Haven't seen Chris tonight. Muff Command Center.
He's sending me some pictures of his new radio. So he's been playing radio tonight. He just got a new one. He's talking about.
Oh, I like this next one, Josh.
He went and picked that icon up, didn't he?
Muff Command Center's not bad if the word muff did not have some connotations that go with it.
Derogatory stuff, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Julie says the camping coax. I like that.
There's only one F.
There is, but I still have a lot of explaining to do. Did you misspell it?
Yeah, it's just one letter difference. I mean,
I'm illiterate. I don't know how to spell.
I'm still leaning towards Ham Force 1. I really like that. Kelly says Land of the Giants. Jason threw in Starham. It's not bad. Julie threw in another one. I'm assuming this is Julie. It may be Vaughn.
Yeah, that's Julie.
No, that's Julie.
No, Julie. Vaughn would be under Pota Power.
Okay.
Yeah,
the Radio Rover. That's good.
That's good.
Now, Dave, I don't think I can do Nice Chris. That would be kind of scary. That would be kind of scary. I mean, I could maybe, those of you that know Family Guy, I could maybe put Herbert next to him. Nice Chris.
No, we can't go with that, Ken. Oh no, you can go with you can go with that because I have the tortoise, you have the turtle.
QRP Turtle. Spaceballs Ham comes with Jason. Now, if I was a Spaceballs fan, maybe.
Right.
I love Spaceballs.
Why is my cat thing not working? There we go. What'd you say, Marvin?
I said it's so 1980s Spaceballs.
Mm-hmm. Did you know they're doing another one?
Are they really?
Yeah, they're coming out with Spaceballs too.
Rick Moranis is coming out of retirement.
Wow.
Which is great because Rick Moranis is a great actor. Let's just be real about it.
It was good. It was funny. It's just it's kind of like watching oh my gosh, the movie just escaped me. What's the one where he's the like it says
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
What is it?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No. It's like oh my gosh. It's the one where he says my lips hurt. He's running for like a school president, whatever. Oh my gosh. Come on. I'll come back to a minute.
You know, when you think Rick Moranis, probably there's the two things that you think of is Spaceballs and the Honey I series. Honey I Blew Up, Honey I Shrunk, Honey I'll Kick the Cat. I don't know. But there's one Rick Moranis movie that's a classic that everybody forgets. The Flintstones.
Oh, God bless.
You're forgetting one. You're
Not
one more.
classic.
Who ever would have pictured Rick Moranis as Barney Rubble?
Oh, I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The
Dude,
movie-
Yeah, one more,
kidding me?
Josh. Ghostbusters.
Spaceballs, watching Spaceballs is like watching Napoleon Dynamite. An hour and a half of my life I'll never get back.
I've never watched it. I've never watched Spaceball.
Oh my God.
Jason,
it's
you just said something I forgot about. What was it?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. He was in Ghostbusters.
Oh,
He had a
was.
minor role in that, though.
Yeah, he was.
He was at
I
the,
even
he
still
was
in
at the end.
Yeah.
He was at the beginning and the middle and the end. He was through the whole movie. You just weren't paying attention.
Yeah,
he
but
did
his
put the
big-
suit on.
Ken has a good point.
His
Too
big
bad
part was
John
at the
Candy passed away.
Yeah.
That's true.
Little Shop of Horrors. Yes, it's a
Shop.
great movie.
Is that what you want me to name the camper, the Little Shop of
Yeah.
Horror?
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? That wouldn't be a bad idea either.
Yeah,
See,
Little-
how,
Little Shop of Ham? I don't know.
see how it started off with a nightmare.
Let's see here. Frequency Finder. And paint it like Herbie, but use the fort number 59. You're going to need to do some big super chats if I'm going to wrap or paint that thing.
Dude, it's gray. It's like a gray beige color, and it has a red, white, and blue stripe on it. And just put 59 in a circle.
Yeah, it's still going to have to be scraped with all the old
Herbie.
graphics taken off. And all that.
Heat gun and a scraper, baby. Heat gun and a scraper. Just don't hold it there too long. You'll burn that aluminum.
Did you see what Levi just? Oh, you've got it up.
Little trailer of ham.
Little Trailer of Hams, Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, I can't use that. It's copyrighted.
Amateur Radio on the Road. I don't know if I've seen you here before. Welcome in. Signal Seeker, Airwave Adventure, and Band Camper. Band Camper. That's interesting.
I think that's Michael, isn't it?
that's Michael. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Michael.
Welcome in, Michael.
Welcome. I haven't seen you here before. How did you end up on my stream?
Hey, you're on mute, Michael.
He's muted.
You're muted, Mike.
You're muted, Michael.
You're muted, Mike.
It's the little cone with the hash
There
through
he
it.
is.
The red button, right?
Yeah, the red button.
Oh, yeah, the red button. Yeah.
A shameless plug for my channel, Amateur Radio on the Road. So I got a YouTube channel. It has a handful of videos on there. It got like 1,100 subscribers, something like that. So
Wow.
Doing better than me.
I never post there. I ain't got time.
No. Putting your ham stuff online and
What'd you do? Buy a bunch of subscribers, Michael?
I wish.
He
Ain't
made
got no money either.
I'll subscribe.
Here's the crazy part. He is one of those guys makes one freaking video and gets a freaking 1,000 subscribers from it.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
he made a air gun out of a 2.5-inch pipe in my garage, in front of making video in front of my garage door.
And he made that many in front of your garage?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think you should have charged him a royalty for that, Marvin.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you definitely need to put across the back of the camper only hams.
Yeah,
yeah.
I seen this from Chris. That's just not original. Everybody's
I
saying
know,
that
I
now.
know.
Only hams casting couch or casting camper. That's it.
Hell no. No way.
Oh, yeah.
Only hams
Yeah,
casting
yeah.
camper.
LP, picture this.
Somebody does a $2,000 super chat right now. I'll do it, but no.
Oh, really?
Hey,
Shut
Michael,
up, bro.
I dare you,
3
Jason.
a.m. You're gonna have someone
Oh,
knocking on your door at 3
oh.
o'clock in the morning.
I dare you, Jason.
Oh my
Anyway,
God, I would die.
Do I have to
would
refresh
die.
your memory, Josh? I'm your biggest contributor.
that is totally fine. You're more than welcome to take T.O. down as the #1 contributor of all time.
Yeah, that's not a problem. You can do
I would
that.
never take Tio down. Tio's no food to me.
You're chicken. I dare you.
I invite you, Tio. Fight me.
Vaughn is relaying through Julie. HSTV to go. I think we had something like that earlier.
Did a little bit.
Let's see here.
Includes 1,000.
Yeah.
The frequency freeway. That's not bad.
I like that one.
Oh my God.
Road. I mean, that might be my new favorite actually now.
Frequency Freeway, yeah.
It's not bad.
Wait,
Jason
hold on,
said-
hold on.
Jason said Candy Cane. No.
Oh, why now? It's a good movie.
No.
I like Julie's.
You know what? Julie may have the winner if we just do this.
Okay,
Just a
that
bunch of
sounds
rolling on the floor laughing emojis.
good.
You figured it
Oh
out.
no, that wasn't the one I was talking about.
No.
Oh, I know which one you were talking about, Super Dave.
Oh.
Only Ham's transmitting trailer.
That's better.
Yeah.
Look
long.
at you above, Josh.
Yes.
Dude Wipes. Hey, Dude Wipes, if you're watching Ham Shack TV, I'd be open to a sponsorship. I'll name it whatever you want.
I think Izzo will argue with you with that one.
John had a good one here.
It is.
Airwaves Airstream. That's only if I had an Airstream. I'd be all about
You can
that.
fix that.
We can fix
we can
that,
paint
but
it
somebody's
silver.
got to fund it.
Yeah. Those are Airstreams.
No, we'll just paint that one silver.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cheap. Just
That
paint it
would look
silver.
weird.
Airstreams have that very rounded, look about them, and you can't duplicate it.
Actually, Airstream's starting to make square campers now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've seen
small
a
ones.
few of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep, they've branched out.
They've squared out.
Like Jack Daniels has a hill within their grounds down in Tennessee, and it's called Barbecue Hill, and that's where they have the corporate picnics, and they've got some major events, and if you have enough money, you can go up there and have your own little barbecue hill in the park, and they have some great catering. It's phenomenal. But they've got about 6 of those Airstreams sitting up there, so when they have the high-end people from their parent company come down, they stay up in those Airstreams, and they are decked out to the hilt. They are phenomenal inside those Airstreams. They're super nice.
Must be nice to have money.
Julie has the
I'd
right
love to have an
idea
Airstream.
here.
I just can't afford it.
Figure.
Julie has the right idea here. No blue lights allowed. My camper does not have an emergency tag on it, so my little emergency tag isn't going to be my helper anymore. Actually, that may cause more attention. Who knows? Chris corrects and goes Airwaves pop up. Yeah, maybe. Pork runs on the road.
I've had that after a few barbecue joints.
Yeah.
Well, Julie said no blue lights allowed. Just call it blue light special.
Put a big Kmart logo on the back of it.
Yeah. Pick a save.
Flying kite. I guess maybe put a picture next to Benjamin Franklin on there.
Yeah, with the keys.
John says CQ Cruiser.
Not bad.
That's good. I like that, John.
That isn't
Like
bad.
that. Yeah.
And maybe stylize it like the PT Cruiser, at least like the logo,
Oh yeah.
the font, maybe. Pork rinds on the road. I do like me some pork rinds. That's the best road snack.
No.
Oh my God, Julie.
Okay, that's it. We found it.
That should have had a super chat attached to it. That's that good.
Yeah.
That's
on the load.
We found it. All right, John.
Moving on.
all right. I'm going to put a poll up.
Oh,
We're going to have some fun with this.
I think you should name it the dummy load.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, dude, that's awesome. All right, John.
Hey, T.O. just threw out his 3-month member thing, whatever it's called. And you know
All
what
right,
that
Johnson,
means.
guys, I'm going to take this moment to jump out of here again in a casino.
Yeah, roulette table's calling
Hey.
his name.
Hey, I hope you hear a lot of this and not a lot of this.
Are you going to be at our Hamfest?
$100, it's mine.
There.
Say what?
Before you get out of here, you going to be at our Hamfest?
Yeah, I may be at your Hamfest. I can
There
make
you
it,
go.
I can make it to Georgia and back by the 8th. I can do that.
You might want to get a table. I think we're down to 8.
Okay. Yep. Well, I need 4. So
yeah, you might want to get on the website then.
I will holler. Thanks for having me, everybody. I remember Club Week 1st, November 1st through the 8th. Get on the radio, call CQ Club Week. Put in your ham alert, NA4RO. That's our amateur radio club for the Alliance. If you're not a member of the Alliance, check out our webpage, usnara.org, and consider signing up for a membership. We have about 400 members, but I'd love to see that go up to 40,000. So everybody watching, go sign up for a 1 year or a 5-year membership to the Alliance. That's my shameless plug. Josh, thank you. Marvin, Michael, John, Andy, everyone else. Maybe I'll see you. John, I'm going to send you an email, and maybe we'll be talking about the Stone Mountain Hamfest. But I'm going to look at the logistics, see if it's possible. I love what you're doing down there. Love to come support you guys. So peace out. Have a great night, guys.
Go win big. Hey, we got some business to do, y'all.
We do.
We have some business to do. T.O. threw out a 20 spot, and you know what that means.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
You haven't got to do that in a while. And then he also did his normal monthly super chat that he gets for a charge for being a channel member. You should be a channel member of Ham Shack TV. Cheapest $2.99 a month. Here's the clip for that one.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
And then I think Vaughn is voting for. That doesn't even look like Vaughn.
Oh my God!
That
What is older picture?
is somebody faking Vaughn?
No, that's
No,
older
that's
picture of him.
the Vaughn of that's the Vaughn of Christmas past, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that should be the camper name, Vaughn of Christmas Past. I don't know, but got to play the clip for Vaughn.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man. All right, let's.
Appreciate the $4.99. All right, so we've got some contenders here. I think it's looking more and more like the dummy load. That is a fun name. That is a fun name.
Yep.
So let me do some work here.
And you got to get a picture of a dummy load so that they, get a graphic of a dummy load, but like a caricature style, like one of the big kilowatt ones.
I don't think so. I think he just needs to put the name up there and leave it.
You're being cruel, Andy.
You're being cruel, Andy. It's got to be ham related.
Well, it is, obviously.
Well, to the ham operator,
I'll find a license plate for it. That'll help.
Are there any others that you all want me to put in the poll?
Do you have N-pulled half camper or ham?
No, I do. No, I do not. That's a good one. What was it? N-pulled half camper?
That's right. And Ham Force 1?
Yeah, I've got Ham Force 1.
And you've got the, that's why I was sitting there looking at the other one. Did you like the pop-up repeater?
Yeah, that was good.
I thought you liked that one.
Shoot. Oops.
We're after you, Josh.
Oops.
Or is that you, Michael? There's sirens somewhere.
In-pull or half
I
camper?
hear it. It's got to be Jason.
I got to redo the poll here. Hang on.
At least he doesn't have NASCAR going in the backyard.
Go Chase Elliott. Or Kyle Busch. I used to hate Kyle Busch, but now I kind of like him.
No, it's not NASCAR night. It's somebody's got hurt night. And I hope I don't get a call.
All right. There's 2.
I put it on private chat just for you.
Thank
How
you.
we going to vote for this, Josh?
It's going to be in the YouTube chat. If there's any Twitch users, you'll need to move over to YouTube to participate here. Infed Half Camper, Ham Force 1, the dummy load. And there's another $1. I'll play your clip here in just a minute. Ham.
Oh, you're building it, and I can see it in the chat. That's weird.
Yeah, I messed up and closed the poll instead of adding an option.
Was the dummy load too funny? That's why you couldn't concentrate?
Oh, it'll only let me have 4 options.
Okay.
All right, so we got to break it down.
All right.
Split
Force
it.
1's definitely in the top 4. The
Yep.
dummy load's in the top 4.
Yep.
Do we agree on in pulled half camper?
Yep.
Yeah.
And did you like
Yeah.
the one on propagation or no? As a fourth one?
Nah, I don't think so.
You didn't like the propagation pool?
It's not that I don't like it. I don't think it made the top 4 though.
Okay.
Need one last one.
Julie's gonna throw something at you.
Did you like the Hamfest Command Center?
That's actually in my top 4 now.
Oh, it is.
How about blue?
Yes.
How about blue light special?
No,
How about Blue Plate Special?
Ooh, I'm all about some food, but no, that's not work.
Well, if you've got Hamfest Command Center, Impulled Half Camper, Ham Force 1, what's your other one?
The dummy load.
Oh, the dummy. That's 4 then.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's roll with that. Polls in the chat, y'all. And vote with your super chats too, if you'd like. That'd be nice. Speaking of super chats, I got to do a little thing for Viper here. Play the clip.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 million man. All right, let's.
Thanks for the single there, Viper. Let's see here.
For the first four votes, it was 100%. Now,
Yeah, it
Now
just
there's
dropped
8 votes.
nothing. Yeah, it dropped to 80. Like what?
it's
Now-
88% now. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some
oh.
others.
I have to, while the poll is running, I have to do some business here because the ticker is wrong now. Jason, you have been dethroned for the October leader.
By who?
By T.O. Who else?
It's on to
What, $20?
Yeah. The highest super chat. This is pathetic, but the highest super chat I'd had all month so far was Jason's $1.99 from a couple of weeks ago.
Ouch.
Yep.
You know what, Tio? I love you, but it's on.
No, I don't have that much money, dude.
What does one choose? We should be playing the Jeopardy music about now. I suppose you'd get dinged on YouTube for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I push it with the Price is Right thing.
Oh yeah,
I don't know about pulling Jeopardy off.
it'd be a perfect time to play that though.
Yeah,
No kidding.
Julie
It
says a
looks like
girl
Dummy
does what
Load
she can.
Dummy Load is in the chat.
Definitely in the higher end.
Just play the Price is Right. You've been getting what they haven't said anything about that one.
Yeah, I ain't giving anything away though. I can't play the Price is Right.
No. I played it yet. I don't know what to play then.
Current results with 11 votes. Infed half camp or Inpulled half camper has 18%. Ham Force 1 it has 18%. Dummy load has 64%, and the Hamfest Command Center has 0 votes. I've not voted yet.
Come on, people. There's a lot more votes to be coming. You got 18 of you watching here currently. So,
Yep. No, it is not going to be Sad Ham, Jason. No,
Ham
thank
won.
yeah, I think Hamford may still have a chance. It's got to have a chance out there somewhere.
I am not allowed to vote. Apparently, it won't let me
Why?
click anything.
Oh, really?
I can sign in for another couple accounts and vote for it.
Still only 11 votes and 18 folks watching.
Come on, people. Go over to YouTube and click on that
Viper
link.
is out 7-3. Viper, appreciate you being here.
Night, Viper.
Good night.
Night, Viper. Well, I thought Sad Hand would be perfect, Josh. You know,
There's 19 watching now. So if you're just joining, come on in and vote over on YouTube for the name of the Ham Shack TV camper for Josh for 2026.
You don't realize anytime I referenced a camper in a video now, it's going to have to be, I'm going to have to say there's the dummy load. Right here in the dummy load.
Thank Julie for it.
You see what Levi just put?
What is it?
The dummy load on an in-pulled half camper.
The dummy load.
Oh my god! Oh my good god!
That would take up the entire back side of the camper.
Yeah, it'd go wide.
All right, you're going with the Muppets then.
Hey, I'll tell you what else I'll do. Everybody in the chat has an opportunity to be a sponsor on the camper. If anybody does $100 super chat, I will have your name, your YouTube name, or something equivalent printed for the back of the camper.
Can we do this next week and it still counts?
Nope.
Man, now it's a place of midnight now. God bless it. Hey, I tried.
That's the thing. He's going to make excuse. Well, Michael left. He's going to make excuses and let Michael dominate the chart this month.
Not much I can
What
do.
am I dominating? Oh, my camera's going stupid. There it is.
The ticker. See, you should have got an Osmo. You should have got an Osmo, Michael.
I like my OBS bot.
Well, you said it just went stupid on you.
Well, it went stupid because I turned the camera off and it just kind of pointed off into nowhere. And I came back and it was like, oh, there you are.
Up to 12 votes now.
Yep. We're slow here.
God bless America.
And no place else.
What
What movie was that from? Does anybody remember?
What movie is what from?
Chris Rock.
Head of State, if it was Chris Rock.
Head of State, yeah.
Yeah. The incumbent president, his campaign slogan was God bless America and no place else.
Head of State, that's exactly what it was.
Yep. That's a great movie. I haven't seen it in years.
That's actually like a bad statement.
Well, do we close the poll? Are we going?
Well,
close it at 8:50 Central. What's that? 9:50 your time, I think.
Well,
That's
it's
1 minute.
It's 9:51 according to my clock.
Oh,
It's 9:49.
you're early. It's 9:49.
Oh yeah, my nice little MFJ clock here.
Yeah,
is
Well, that's
saying
the problem. It's
9:49.
MFJ.
Mississippi's finest junk.
but my production clock up here says it's 9:51. I don't know.
Well, you're
2 weeks later, Josh is going, "Hey guys, I have an MFJ clock here. I'd like to sell for our roundtable."
Speaking of which, welcome to the Ham Shack TV Trading Post. Our first item up for bids tonight is this beautiful, lovely MFJ.
You had to get him going, Andy. You had to get him going.
Hey, second item up for bid is this lovely antenna from N0APX.
Well, I'll go one step further. Well, I'll get my Retivas, M1A out.
Why is that radio not working out for you?
I don't like
Some
it.
assembly required.
You don't like it, Jason?
No, I got the Icon 2730 instead of Black Edition. And
Well,
I have to agree with Super Dave. He's right. It's the best radio for chasing satellites.
ICOM is going to smash Red of Us any day of the week. Let's just be real about that.
Oh, I know it.
Hey, Andy, I am not an engineer.
I can't see what that is. Let me make you big.
It's the kit parts.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not an engineer.
I tell you
I have the attention span of a mosquito.
Well, you know that.
Well,
you
ordered
the radio league tonight, but I'll connect with you offline and we can
Walk
discuss
through
it.
No, I'm fine. It's just been sitting here on my side of my desk since I got the damn thing.
14 wraps, Tio. That's all you need. 14
Last
wraps
call
and
for
2
votes. We're at 13 votes. Last call for votes. If you're on YouTube, click on the chat. Last call for votes. I'm going to close the poll in 30 seconds.
We already know who the winner is.
Yeah. Oh,
we know.
I don't even think it's mathematically possible for any of the other ones. I don't know if you guys out in Hamland can change your vote, but if you'd like to change your vote, you can try.
I don't think you can.
15.
14.
That was all Julie. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, that's all.
Vaughn, you are right. That was all her.
5, 4,
Yeah.
3,
Her and Mom.
2.
That's what darn sure.
The dummy load it is.
It is.
The dummy load it is. God help me. Why do I let y'all do this stuff?
That one was all Julie.
Because you are a glutton for punishment.
Honestly, though, it's not a
Good song.
it's not a bad name when I really think about it, because it's my first
I think,
camper.
Vaughn,
I
I
was
think-
a dummy for buying it. And
No, you weren't a dummy from buying it. You were just inexperienced when you bought it.
which made me a dummy.
All
Are
right.
you trying to
I'm
convince yourself that it's not that bad?
No. I'm leaving that one alone.
I may still put Ham Force 1 on it somewhere, though. I may.
Hey,
I really
that'll be
like
that'll
that.
be your license
What about
plate. That'll be your
Spaceballs?
license plate.
Yeah, there you go. How the hell do they do that?
I can't do that. We don't do custom license plates for trailers in Tennessee.
Right.
You can't?
What?
Nope.
I
Nope.
thought you could.
Nope, it has to be a TE plate, Tango Echo
Oh,
plate.
that's right. Yeah.
You know,
Oh, wait a minute, Josh. You have a pop-up camper. In Tennessee, you don't have to have a plate if it's pulled by a licensed Tennessee vehicle.
But it's
Oh,
being
camper.
pulled out of state.
I pull mine all the time, and they don't give me any
South
problem.
Carolina's got- South
We've
Carolina's
had that
got-
conversation. I'm not going to
Yeah, we
test it.
have.
I ain't
Yeah,
going to
never mind.
test it.
Never mind.
Just as
Put it
long as your
right
lights
on,
work.
Yep,
Yeah.
my lights work. Everything's working now.
that's good.
So,
So you're not
Anyway.
going to be a Roman candle now? Okay, good.
no, I'm not a Roman candle, and I'm not got my truck blowing up going down the road. And
Hey, what's that smoking behind you?
hey, there is one thing.
Get
There
the
is one
marshmallows
thing
out.
that Jason W4DFB found that I had no idea about, and I wouldn't have known to look.
What's that?
The seller told me he greased all the bearings.
Yeah, I call BS.
Well, by God, he greased them all right because they were messy, but they were still seized. One of them was seized up.
He had put it
That's
inside
probably
the
why I
bearing
greased
the right
it.
I'm lucky that thing didn't start smoking going down the road.
way. Lock up on you, you lost a wheel.
I lost more than that. It'd probably blown the whole side of the camper out, I'd say.
Yeah.
Right.
You're better
Yeah.
lucky, yeah.
Right, expert.
Guys, I'm gonna have to
Oh,
hop
he
off
didn't-
here, but great stream, and maybe
Yeah.
we'll have some even more update. We're gonna have some really exciting updates here over the next few weeks, so maybe I'll have some more info for you next time I'm back. But yeah, it's gonna be, we got some big stuff coming. So
Appreciate Andy.
Make sure
Thanks,
you
Josh,
make
for
sure
letting
you
me come
come in,
on.
Andy, next week for Bouvet Island, and then the week after that, it's going to be the
cool.
Halloween special.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, is anybody working? Well, it's going to start a whole new conversation. But keep an eye out. I guess they got a Sasquatch special event going on, or Bigfoot special event going on right now. So keep an eye out for those.
Really?
stations on the air. Yeah.
What
All right,
the-
guys.
I'll have to
7-3.
get
I'll
on there.
see you later.
Later,
See you, brother.
Later, Andy.
Ken says to be insured, it has to have a tag. My insurance agent never asked me about any tags, so
Just
I
put a
don't-
regular tag on it, Josh.
Either.
And some of that depends on states too.
yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I know South Carolina, when I lived there, any trailer, I don't care how big it is, it can be big as T.O.'s trailers. His, what I call Cadillacs that I want so bad. And you didn't have to have a tag on it, even out of state.
I don't want to
But
get pulled
I hear
over
you.
pulling a trailer and not having a tag on it and have to argue with a trooper. I'd just rather freaking have it on there just to be safe.
Yep. Always safer than
Hey,
sorry.
Chris.
Yeah.
That reminds me, I got to figure out why my running lights aren't working. All my other lights are working, but just not my running lights. So
Yeah.
what happened to you?
Well, fellers, it's approaching 10 o'clock here, Eastern time, the real time zone.
Real time.
No, real time zone. It's almost 9:00.
Listen here, 2.0 is not on here. This is
That
my
has
this
nothing
is
to do.
this,
Has nothing
yeah,
to do with
yeah.
2.0.
this is my
Bullshit.
stream, Eastern time, and I think our guest John would agree. Eastern time's the only time zone that matters.
I have 2 thumbs up that.
The host's time zone is the only one that matters. Now, Marvin, you're in Central Time, aren't you?
Oh, I'm Eastern. I'm
He's
in,
back home.
he's an Eastern.
Oh, that's right. That's
I'm
right.
not with Michael.
So there you go. Eastern time zone for the win. You want to be on you want to think Central's the best? Go on 2.0's high.
He don't invite me on his channel.
I am him is the best one.
He don't invite me on his channel.
All right, I have to throw this one in there. If you don't like it, like Ape says, go find a cat.
Levi's getting out. Says 73 all. $ AM is going to come quick. I think he meant 4 a.m. But $ AM is any time you wake up to go to work.
Yep.
Good question. Can I throw some Winter Field Day stuff?
Yes, let's talk Winter Field Day.
Yes, Winter Field Day.
So Winter Field Day is literally like about 3 months away here. And so we have obviously released the rule, and we have put all this information out there for you to be able to start prepping, because literally, I swear, probably within a week of getting Summer Field Day done, people automatically go ahead and go out to Winter Field Day and start asking questions. And so we try and get the rules out by end of August, early September, which we did have this year. But we don't really have a sponsor right now. So we are completely self-funded, and we only have, no sponsorships or anything. We do get donations occasionally through our website. What we're trying to do this year, and if there's any I call it major vendors that watch that want to become a sponsor for Winter Field Day too, feel free. But we are looking for sponsors for the back of our T-shirt. But we went ahead and released our T-shirt this year with no sponsors on it. But go check out our website for Winter Field Day, and you can go right to the winterfieldday.com website, and you can check out our T-shirts.
There's one problem with that, Marvin.
What?
I'll show you in a second.
Oh, because visit winterfieldday.com. Why
DNS probe finished NX domain. So anyway, y'all just be prepared. You give it a little bit for that to work out.
We literally had that fixed last night, and if you go hit the shop store, it's not working. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, they're both.
No, I didn't go.
Here, I'll share my screen real quick.
Yeah, there it goes. Now it went.
No,
that website looks amazing. Good video.
Did you? Are you bringing it up, or you want me to?
You can go ahead. That way you can navigate and control.
Come on now.
I love how they're on the middle of the freaking Arctic Circle.
Up in where to go? Oh, yeah, thank you. So you can see our Winter Field Day shop site here, and we've got our new T-shirt. And I just want to show you what the image of that image looks like.
That's cool.
Can I catch the bear? I don't know if I can bring that up into a bigger image. Let me do it. Yeah, kind of. You kind of get the picture of it, though. The bear is on a picnic table operating a radio, and he's got a headphone and everything on, a speaker, mic and whatnot. And so he's got his, backpack he's had with him, and his skis and stuff we've had in the past. And so then you get to see the different shirts. It may show up a little better there. So that's our image for 2026, and then it just got WFD on the front of it. And shirts are $25. We're making just a small little amount on them, not much, but it's a little bit to help our fundraiser. And there's coffee mugs and a beanie and a long sleeve shirt, a sweatshirt as well. I think we're going to be doing a long sleeve T-shirt, and I think we're going to try and throw a flag in here as well. So, we've got some more stuff coming. So just if you want to keep looking back. But we've had a few people go out and buy shirts already. So you can go to wfd.printify.me and bring it up, or just go to winterfieldday.com and hit the shop on our website on the very top there, and that will get you some Winter Field Day gear going as well. So that helps us directly. And then we're looking for sponsors, or if you just want to make a small donation to Winter Field Day to help support us. It takes a little bit to keep it going. We have to pay for servers. We pay for a little bit of a web guy to do some work. We have to pay, for hosting and all those little back end things that we have to keep running. And, we do have a Zoom license that we use for our meetings and stuff like that. So that costs us to be able to run that. Our meetings are longer than 40 minutes. We meet twice a month. And so we use the crap out of that Zoom. So it does take a little bit of cost to operate the business along. And plus we have to pay for like QuickBooks to be able to run our bookkeeping and keep our record keeping straight and all that, and all the filings that we have to do. So, because you have to pay like the state of, we're licensed out of Wisconsin. So I pay like fees to the, Secretary of State and, whatnot as well. So, but anyway, thank you for letting me grab a few minutes of time there to talk about that and get that out because we're really trying to push this pretty hard right now and get this out in many ways as we can. So I'll be pushing it tomorrow night too, T.O. So anyway.
Always
yeah.
Always allowed to push that. Let me go back and hit John real quick since John's still with us. Thanks for hanging out. You ain't said much other than your pitch for the fest.
I was sitting back and watching the entertainment. So
entertainment is questionable, marginal at best. Well, for those that have joined us late, just recap what's coming up for you guys down there in Lawrenceville here in a few weeks.
Yep, November 1st and 2nd in 2 weeks. The Stone Mountain Hamfest is in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is in Gwinnett County, just northeast of Atlanta, and it's the largest Hamfest in Georgia. 2 days. Quite a list of forums and vendors and a large tailgate and flea market section. So come join us, and hopefully you'll walk out with something that you can sneak in the garage and the wife won't know about.
Absolutely. That's my goal every time I go to a Hamfest, other than filming, is to find something and sneak it in.
Exactly.
I've had that for a while. I just haven't used it in a long time.
Yeah, it's been in a box. It's been in a box or I traded for it.
Right.
Just saying. Hopefully she's still asleep and didn't hear that.
The old saying, hopefully she doesn't sell it for what you pay, what you told her you paid it for.
Right. So y'all head down to Lawrenceville, Georgia here in a couple of weeks with a pocket full of money and support those guys. This is probably the last big one of the year, at least here in the Southeast that I know of. I can't think of any. So
either.
We're getting ready to go into the dark time, and we'll start looking towards Dalton at the 1st of February. I know you guys are probably friends with Dalton there, John.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then shortly after Dalton, it'll be Orlando. So get ready for
both.
I'm looking forward to Orlando. This is going to be my first trip to Orlando this year.
Oh, your first trip to Orlando, huh? I'll see you there.
Yep.
It's over.
Yep.
My wife and I are going. We're staying in the hotel that weekend. We're going to leave like on the 12th or 13th, and it's over Valentine's weekend. So we're just kind of making a Valentine's weekend out of it too.
The dummy load will be out in the campground. I remind you, you all did this. I'm pulling into town Thursday, I believe it is, before Orlando, and I'll be there all weekend.
Thursday, yeah.
All right, let's run around the table real quick. Michael, anything you want to add? Last parting thoughts?
Hold on, let my camera catch up. Support Your Parks weekend. We're gonna have a blast. We've got live stream tomorrow night. Support Your Parks weekend live stream. I'll be out this weekend. There's gonna be thousands of hams running around. So go to Podaduck app and get signed up so you can track the people that you talk to, because we will be turning in our logbooks as soon as we can when we get done. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a fun weekend. I think this is the last Support Your Parks weekend for this year.
Yep. Yeah, it is.
And it's going to be cold in some places, and it's going to be wet in some places. So, dress appropriately and make sure your radios are waterproofed.
That's always a good idea for sure.
Yeah.
Jason, got anything, any parting thoughts, complaints, positive story?
Positive story. Basically, I'm going to work tomorrow and start training some of my new hires and get them up to par. And I wish I could do Sports My Park, but I can't because I'm working.
Yeah. That's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
We'll round it out with Super Dave. Any parting thoughts?
About the same thing as Michael. I'm going to go out and do some POTA Sports Parks this weekend. So, yeah, everybody, I imagine Marvin's probably going to do some. Michael's definitely going out. Put all three of our call signs in your ham alert and look for us out there this weekend. And yeah, it won't be cold down here, Michael, but we'll get a chance of severe storms on Saturday.
Oh yeah, you guys got some rough weather coming, huh?
I've seen that on the news
yeah.
tonight.
So other than that, and then I'm gonna be working on. What are you shaking around there, Michael?
That's his
I got my new
1007.
Potomast to me.
Potomast.
Potomast.
Well, we showing off masks.
Oh, geez.
Please do not compare the length.
Oh, my good God. Here we go.
And on that note, thanks for watching, everybody.
I just ran.
Now we gotta go commercial break. Yeah,
but I'm gonna be doing a video on setting up that it's a ham stick copy, but I actually think it's a better antenna than a ham stick. But I'm gonna set these up to where I can actually use the magnet on my wife's car because she won't let me put a radio in her car. So I've got a 2 meter 4. Actually, I got a tri-band antenna up there that I hook up to HTs. But I'm gonna use that same antenna for my 6200 and be able to do quick POTUS that way. So I'm gonna do an antenna, do a video on setting that up. That's about all I got going. Yeah.
ATAS for the win, baby. Find a big giant 3-puck mag mount, slap that sucker on there.
Not if you have a Ford.
Oh yeah, the aluminum, damn aluminum.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and wrap this up, guys. If you want to hang around, I'll see y'all after the show. We'll have a little chit chat. Let me bring Marvin back in here before I cut loose. Want to implore everybody. So if you haven't seen the videos, I'm going to be pretty much indisposed the next 2 weeks. I'll probably make a quick appearance on next Thursday's show, but I won't be hosting.
Yep.
I've passed the baton over to. Hey, I actually pointed in the right direction.
You got that right.
To this guy, and he's fully producing this guy. I mean, yeah, he's going to be using StreamYard, same software, but he's fully produced it. He's got
bear with me.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not a repeat of Gigaparts when I was at Gigaparts.
Right. That was a little fiasco. I'm sorry. Audio, noise level issues, all kinds of stuff.
Well, and here I am. I've been having the issues this time. Remind everybody what we got coming up next couple of weeks.
So next week on the 23rd, we've got Bouvet Island with a special guest who will be going on the expedition himself and talking about everything that goes into that, their gear, like the shipping container. They've already had to have it packed and ready to go, and it's already on a boat ready to head that way. They've got, all their gear and everything. They've had to pack up and have it, ready to go months in advance. All the money that it takes to do it's a multi-million-dollar, expedition that they're doing this time. And it's really Bouvet Island 2.0 repeat from several years ago. That was a little bit of a failure. So, that will be next week. And then the week after, we'll be talking about frequencies of fear, odd things we've heard on the channel and or on the radio spectrum. And, some of the different things you can hear that you might not be aware of. I've got some interesting information to share with you on that. So I think you'll find that information to be very informative and educational, and knowing that you can actually go out and listen to things you may not even know you could go out and listen. You can always go outside of the amateur radio bands, but you're just not able to transmit, right? So, but you can find some good things out there to listen, shortwave radio, etc. that you'll learn more about. So.
You aren't going to sit and talk about 7200 for 2 hours.
Oh, no. We're not.
I mean, that is a scary frequency.
It is, but there's a lot more better things to listen to, and you'll find some educational things that you'd be surprised, such as, did you know that you can do stock trading on HF? And there, you can listen for that, and you don't get anything out of it, but it's kind of interesting to hear the tones that you get from that. So, I'm trying to record if I can, so I haven't got it yet. But
one thing you might try to get a recording of and share is what is it? The NST or whatever it's called, the Central Time.
Oh yeah, WWV.
Yeah, WWV. That's kind of creepy to listen to sometimes.
It is a little creepy too. Yeah, absolutely. So if you have stories, we might have you come on. If you have an interesting story and you want to share about something, you're on a POTA expedition or you're doing something else, I'll put a link in the chat that night, and you can come on and tell your story of anything interesting you might have. And, glad to hear your story too, that you might have a good story to tell that's kind of scary or creepy. So we'll be having that interaction for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you hosting the next couple of weeks. It'll be fun. I hate that I'm going to miss out, but for you folks that are wondering, I am going to be making a trip to Detroit, Michigan next weekend.
I'm jealous of that trip for you. You're going to meet the president of Ford. So
I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that.
We're both Ford guys, and so I'm super jealous of you. I'll be honest.
I think 2.0 is a little jealous too, just to be honest with you, because he's a big Ford guy.
Oh, that's right. He's a big Ford guy too. That's very true.
Yeah. So hey, looking forward to that. That's a work thing, guys. There won't be anything coming to the channel from Ford. I'm not allowed to.
Nope.
And then I'll be home for one day, Sunday after next Sunday. Be home for one day, and then back on an airplane once again to Los Angeles for 4 days for Adobe Max, which will be some cool stuff. Hopefully, I will learn some new skills to bring you guys. So we're excited about that. Byron, appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Can't wait to see what happens down in Stone Mountain. That's going to be a great Hamfest. Biggest Hamfest in Georgia. So that's a couple of weeks off to get you head on down to Georgia and spend a little money. Show them guys some support. Great episode tonight. Great show. Update on the house. We might have a buyer. We are in talks with some people, so maybe. Please, Lord. I'm running out of time. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Ham Shack TV, we'll see you next week. 73 AA4WX, WSCB 693. Wait for it, Jason. Just wait for it. I can see you on the edge of your seat.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 million man. All right.
73, everybody. Good night. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe.